Children, from now we are starting a series of Coco's magical adventures. Today's story is The Sparkling Collar. Coco was not supposed to be under the porch. He knew that because Daniel had already said Cuckoo no digging that morning, but Cuckoo was tiny, curious, and sure that something shiny was hiding in the dust. He squeezed under the porch anyway. Near a wooden post, he found a blue collar, half buried in the dirt. It was brighter than the sky, and tiny silver sparkles ran around the edge. Coco picked it up and wriggled back into the sunshine. Just then, a grey squirrel rushed along the fence and skittered to a stop. "You found it," the squirrel squeaked. Coco dropped the collar. "Did you just talk?" The squirrel's tail puffed out. "Did you just answer?" They stared at each other. Then the squirrel scampered down the fence post. "I am Milo," he said. "This is the most exciting thing that has happened to me all week." "I am Coco," said Coco. "This is the most exciting thing that has happened to me ever." Milo pointed at the collar. "Put it on." Coco asked, "Why?" "Because magic things are never boring." "That is not a careful reason," Coco said. "No," Milo agreed, "but it is a strong one." Coco nosed the blue collar open. It clicked around his neck. At once, the whole yard filled with voices. Coco's little heart started beating so fast he thought everyone in the yard might hear it. The bees buzzed about the flowers. The ants argued about crumbs. A butterfly drifted by and muttered, "Too breezy, too breezy." Coco sat down hard. Oh! From the bird bath came a worried flutter. A robin landed on the rim and looked ready to burst into tears. "My ribbon is gone," she cried. "My best nest ribbon is gone." Coco blinked at her. "You can understand me too." The robin blinked back. "You can understand me?" "Can you?" "Apparently, that is happening a lot today," said Coco. "I am Ruby," said the robin. "I found a soft red ribbon near the clothesline basket. I was using it in my nest. I left for 1 minute and now it's missing." Milo gasped. "A nest emergency?" Ruby dropped. "Tonight might be chilly. My eggs will get cold tonight. I need it back." Coco looked up at her nest in the maple tree, then back at her worried face. His collar gave a tiny warm glow. "We'll help," he said. Coco sniffed near the bird bath, while Milo searched the fence line, and Ruby flew low over the grass. Near the daisies, Ruby spotted a tiny red thread. "That's part of it," she cried. Coco sniffed the thread, ribbon, and dirt. They followed the trail to the vegetable patch, where another red thread clung to the tomato cage. "So, something dragged it," said Coco. Under the garden bench, they found one more red thread and a shiny marble. Milo tapped the marble. "That does not belong to Robin." "No," said Coco, "but it does belong to somebody who likes collecting things." All three of them turned toward the porch steps. What a fat, orange cat slept in a warm patch of sun. Ruby fluffed. "My pickles," Milo whispered. "Cats do steal things?" Coco crept closer and sniffed around the step. Then he shook his head. "No ribbon smell, just cat and sunshine." So it wasn't him, said Ruby. The mystery was still unsolved. They searched the shed, the horse reel, the flower pots, and the wheelbarrow. No ribbon. Ruby's voice grew small. Maybe I should use dry grass? That does not sound like your favorite plan, Coco said. It is not. Just then, a barn owl glided down from the old oak tree. A tiny moon-shaped charm hung at her neck. You are searching in a hurry, she said softly. Hazel, said Milo. Coco found the blue collar and now everything is talking. Hazel studied Coco for a moment. So, the collar was chosen New Year's. Coco looked up at her. Do you know what is this? An old gift, Hazel said. It listens for needs. Coco's ears perked up. Then it appeared because Ruby needed help. Perhaps, Hazel said. Tell me your clues. They told her about the threads and the marble. Hazel was quiet for a moment. Then she asked, what creature in this yard likes soft things, shiny things, and small safe places? Milo's tail twitched. The mice. Ruby let out a little gasp. Coco looked towards the porch. And tonight is chilly. Hazel gave him a calm note. Most creatures are not trying to be mean. They are trying to solve their own problems. Now, Coco understood. He hurried back to the porch, opening with Milo and Ruby's close behind. Now, Coco understood. He hurried back to the porch, opening with Milo and Ruby close behind. Hello, Coco called. Hello. Again. We are here about a ribbon. There was a rustle in the shadows. Then two little tiny mice peeked out, followed by three baby mice with wiggly ears. Around their nest was a red ribbon. That's mine, Ruby said, but her voice was more sad than angry. The mama mouse ducked her head. I'm sorry. The babies were cold. It was so soft. I only meant to borrow it for a little while. Coco looked at the baby mice, huddled together. Ruby looked too. You should have asked, Ruby said. You're right, said the mama mouse. I just panicked. Coco thought hard. The porch basket near the laundry door flashed into his mind. Wait, he said. Daniel's basket has soft dryer lint. The Milo can find thistle fluff. Ruby has feathers. We can make a mouse nest warm and turn the ribbon too. Milo bounced. That is smart. Ruby lifted her wings. If the ribbon comes back now, I'll help gather the rest. The mama's mouse whispered. The mama mouse's whiskers trembled. You would. Yes, said Ruby. But next time, ask first. I will, said the mouse. So they all got to work. Coco dragged over dryer lint. Milo brought thistle fluff. Ruby tucked in two feathers. In only a few minutes, the mouse nest looked warm and snug. The red ribbon was gently unwound and handed back. Ruby flew it up to her nest and tucked it into place. Perfect, she called down. Thank you, Coco. Coco's blue collar gave another soft sparkle. Milo scampered into the fence besides him and lowered his voice. I once heard that collar belonged to a forest guardian. Coco looked up quickly. A real forest guardian? Milo nodded. That's what my uncle said, and he only stretches the truth a little. Hazel glided overhead and circled once before landing. Old stories often keep one true piece inside them. She said, what matters now is this: the caller tends to appear when someone is ready to help. Coco looked around the yard. The ants had stopped arguing. Ruby was humming in the nest. The baby mice were warm under the porch. Nothing looked ordinary anymore. I think, Coco said slowly, tomorrow might be surprising too. Milo's eyes brightened. Good, I know a shortcut through the hedge. Coco tilted his head. Of course you do. Children, now we have reached to the end of the story. And for your recap, I'll be asking some questions. Try to find the answers with me. My question 1 is, what clue helped Coco realize Mr. Pickle was not the one who took the ribbon? You're right. After sniffing the step, Coco realized there was smell of only cats and sunshine, and there was no smell of ribbon. Next question. Why was sharing a better answer than staying angry? You are 100% right. Staying angry won't help. If we start sharing, everyone's life become better. Question 3. What do you think Coco will find if he follows Milo's shortcut next time? We'll come to know this in the next story. Bye for now.